Hello YouTube, this is another video from Super Apple Forever. So in this video I'm going to be upgrading my iBook's RAM. Right here I have 1 gig of, let me see, I forget, PC2700 DIMM RAM. This iBook currently has 1 gig of RAM, and it's starting to get kind of slow, so I do need to upgrade it. It has 512 megabytes of RAM soldered to the motherboard and 1 expansion slot, which currently has, of course, 512 megabytes in it. So as you can see here, 1 gig, more info. Okay, so you can see built-in 512 megabytes. Sorry about the camera. And then the external, or the RAM slot has 512 megabytes. Okay, so we're going to get started now, so I'm just going to turn off the computer. Shut down. Okay, so now that it's off, I'm going to take the battery out. Flip it back over. And just press the power button to make sure I get all the electricity out of it. And then I'll take off the keyboard in a second. Okay, so I've just removed the keyboard, and now I'm going to unscrew these 4 screws. And I'm sure that's not too interesting, so I'll take. Okay, so I've removed the screws, and I have the new RAM. You can see 1 gig. This is the Samsung 512 megabyte one. Also, one thing I want to mention is if it might be a little bit different for your iBook. The older models have an airport card right here, or an airport card slot, so you just have to remove that before you do this. But anyway, it's actually pretty straightforward. All you have to do is remove these tabs. Like there's one right here, and it just pops up like that. You take it out, and you get the new one, and you align it like that. Push in, and then push down to lock it in. It's quite simple, as you can see. And then, of course, putting the keyboard back into place, and then pressing the tabs down, which I can't do with one hand, so I'll see you guys. Sorry guys, one thing I forgot was that you of course have to put this back on, and I'm sorry I forgot about that. I guess I'm kind of tired. But anyway, one thing I wanted to mention for us, a couple of tips, is that when you're rescrewing this in, you don't need to even tighten the screws all the way, because these screws do, I forgot the word. They do get messed up, whatever you call it, where all the metal gets all screwed up. But you don't even have to screw them in all the way. You can leave them out a little bit. It won't hurt the keyboard at all. It's fine to do that. You just need to make sure that it's on there. So, okay, so I've already gone back, and I've put in the battery, and I've closed up the keyboard, and we're going to do a startup now. Hopefully we'll get a startup chime. I don't think so. I muted it before. I was mute before I turned it off, because I take this to school. So hopefully we'll get one, but I doubt it. And hopefully we'll get a startup. So here we go. There we go. Good. I was getting kind of worried there for a second. It always takes a little longer to start up with new RAM for some reason, but Sorry about no startup chime. Hopefully it will be a little bit faster. I guess we can do a test. Before, with only 1 gig, I could only watch 360, I believe, p video on YouTube. So let's see if I can watch 480p video on YouTube now. So while it's starting up, here's the old RAM. Samsung, 512 megabytes. This will go up on eBay. Here's the sticker. There you can see it. By the way, if you're looking for an inexpensive Mac, this would actually be the way to go. I only use this for school, but it's a great laptop. You can do a lot of stuff with it still, and it's a good laptop to have. So it's booting up now. It seems like it's doing a great job. So the dock came up. We've got our menu. And there we go. So I'll go to Apple. Sorry about that. About this Mac. Hopefully we'll get 1.5. And there we go. 1.5 gigs of memory, which is awesome. More info. And I don't know if I said this already, but this is maxed out. This is as much as the iBook can take. 1.5 gigs. So there you can see 1 gig of RAM. And, of course, the 512 megabytes built in. Now we'll go to YouTube. And I would use ScreenFlow for this, but it does slow it down a little bit. So I want it to be as accurate as possible. So it actually seemed to open up Safari a little bit faster. And it could play 480p video before, except for it was kind of sluggish, and you couldn't have any more than one program open. You couldn't even have Mail open. You could only have Safari open, of course, and one tab. But you could play 480p. But anyway, we'll go now and let it load. Pause it. 480, 40p. Full screen.
Today, the brand new PSP2. Now, before you shake your head and smash your computer screen, just take a look at these specs.
But anyway, I'm just glad that I have the upgraded RAM, because I will see a few performance, more performance, which is always good. And there you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, either in the comments or in the private message, of course. And please like and please subscribe. Thank you for watching.